And welcome back, everybody. It's the 2016 U.S. Open 8-Ball Championship, live at the Predator Arena at the Rio Hotel and Casino. This is Freddie Agnier. I'm joined by George Teachea. George,
hey, Freddie.
Tell us about the players here.
The players. Mr. Justin Bergman, Moscone points, very important to him here. Thorsten Hohmann. They're both. This is on the winner's side. You got Thorsten, who's gotten here by beating Richie Orem, 9-8. So he went hill. He's had a tough match. Kevin Guimond, he beat him 9-8 also. 2 hill matches for Thorsten. Justin, on the other hand, beat Rodrigo Geronimo 9-4.
Edgy Geronimo.
Edgy. And then he beats Corey Duell 9-6. And now he's facing the Hitman.
He beat Corey, huh?
And that's a good 9-6 win. I mean, that's still competitive because of their 9-6 win. There's probably a missed ball here. That's just one mistake.
One break and one break serve, 9-6.
That's right. So
expect a great matchup here. I think that Justin plays more 7-foot tables, but Thorsten Hohmann is he's champion on these tables.
Thorsten can beat. He's the reigning champion from last year's 10-ball on these tables.
Correct. And he's world 8-ball champion, IPT 8-ball champion.
Mm-hmm.
He knows 8-ball.
Yes, he does. He knows pool.
Justin won the leg here. On the 7-foot tables, you really need to know the patterns of 8-ball. Anybody who thinks that, we'll get back to this in a second, the 8-ball actually got pocketed.
So it's spots?
It's spots, but John Lehman, the referee, will ask Justin if he wants a re-break. Because as of right now,
They're broken up very well, but he doesn't have a shot.
Doesn't have a great shot, so this is a decision for Justin, and he has this option. He said he wants to shoot, I believe. John will stay up there. Nope, he wants a re-break. So there it was. We talked about in the last game match that we had here on the stream, and it's happened right now. Justin made the 8-ball in the break. He has the option of whether to shoot from that position with the 8-ball spotted back on the rack spot.
That's the first time I've seen that.
Oh, there you go. So them's the rules, and we got through them.
Yeah, Thorsten's been winning tournaments since 2003. Whirlpool Gen. He's all over the world.
World 9-ball champion.
Yep. Whirlpool Championships in 03. This year he hasn't had a win this year. His best thing he's done was the Players Championship. He was a 3rd. DCC 14-1 Challenge, a 5th. And then DCC 9-ball division, he was 45th. And then the 9-ball banks, 77th.
Back to what I was saying before, on the 7-foot table, it's very important. The differentiator between the professionals is going to be who has the most knowledge of how to run out an 8-ball rack. We saw the last set with Oscar versus Sean Wilkie. Sean was, he used his professional skills to get out a lot, but he struggled through every rack that he had. Oscar, on the other hand, was running 8-ball as 8-ball should be. So there's a difference. 8-ball isn't so easy. You can make it easy if you choose the right balls. Justin to break again. Head ball break like most of these guys are going to be doing. Interestingly enough, this time no balls on the break. He went from making a bunch of balls, including the 8-ball, to making no balls.
And John's taking care of the rack. Thorsten pops up right away. So maybe you think that was a good idea now to re-rack?
In hindsight.
Thinking
he should have shot the longer shot. Right?
He has to think that. I mean,
Thorsten has...
Now he's allowed his opponent to the table, and a very powerful opponent at that.
Thorsten has a shot side pocket here with the 14 ball.
Right. How's that 13-11?
He's got a cluster in the rack.
Yeah, but if the 13-11 ball goes to the corner pocket, that cluster won't matter. He started out with a stripe.
And he'll shoot this combination right now and take care of it.
Okay. So the ball, it's lined up. So this.
The only issue here is whether the 13 will leak into the 2 solid balls there and get tied up. It fought its way through.
He's got a shot on the 9. Does he have a shot on is it the 15 next to it?
No, and really, if he paid all the attention making the combination, which is it really should have, but now if he plays the 9, he's going the wrong way.
He's got to come up. He's got to get down here for
The
now he's in trouble with the 15
Well,
ball.
the 15 ball goes if
Goes
he's
to
to the center of the
other
table.
side.
So I think that's what he's decided, that he can see the ball. It's not like he can't make the ball. If he was in the center of the table, he could cut that ball in. Not exactly easy, but it's still open. And as a professional shot maker, professional player, he's still favored to get out here.
Yeah, sure. No, that's exactly. It's just a matter, does he go up or does he stay down here? Does he shoot this 9 ball with a lot of loaded up with right-hand English and try to spin into the 5 if that's available to him? Or does he go up and then come down?
I would think he's just playing position for the 15 in the bottom right pocket. Oh, and he's changing his mind here.
He's going to leave the 9 ball alone and go up now.
And maybe playing for that 14 right now. I mean, if he plays for the 14 and doesn't get it, he's got a lot of backup balls.
Well, he's going to come all the way down for the 13. For the 13, leak his way back up.
I mean, the trouble is the 15 ball, so he could shoot it right now. And
the 15 goes to the left-hand corner pocket. He can get there from the 13. He'll play shape for the 13 here, and then come up for the. Oh no, he's going to go for the 9. He wants a small window.
That's a nice shot because all this time the 15 still went to the left pocket,
Correct,
I believe.
Correct.
So now he solved it. Pretty late in the rack to solve it, but he had his plan.
I think
and
he solved it before.
Yeah, he executed perfectly.
Yeah, I think he solved it when he decided to go upstream and then come back. Stunned that very nicely.
Winning shot there.
Very nice. Yep.
I like going. I personally like going to the rail here.
I just go just
but
up to the 6.
If it's high, I see there he goes to the rail.
And he came off the rail, but he's perfect. He'll slide up and probably shoot the 8 ball in the side pocket on the left. And game number 1.
And I think you're right. As all his thinking, he'd solved how he'd get to that 14 by playing perfect on the 9 ball. Playing the line to the 9 ball, and he went 2 balls to get to it.
It was a tight shot, too. I mean, it was very well done. Very well done. I thought he'd come all the way down to the 13 and then work his way up. Because then he gets down the bottom rail, travel the ball further.
1-0 Thorsten Hohmann with an early break.
Same cluster of balls, a different method to attack.
Was watching Thorsten break the balls earlier in practice, and he was breaking them as good as you should be on a table like this.
I saw a couple of his breaks myself, although I was standing next to you when he broke them, and everything looked,
beautiful.
Beautiful break. It was like whacking. Wow. Just about anybody can get out.
Right. It's one of those that
if
you broke like that, even you and I could get out.
No, I don't know about me, Freddie, but I'll go with you. I'll let you represent. Here comes Thorsten with the break. Let's take a look at this break and see. Let's watch where he breaks from and exactly where he hits.
He's
and where the
breaking
cue ball
on the
ends
bed. He's one of the few players that's doing that and continue on doing that. Putting the full stroke on it.
He's hitting dead center of the 1 ball. The cue ball's leaking way up. And
but he's got a good spread, and they're not tying up. The 3-1 really isn't tied up since they go as a combination.
So he made a stripe. He made 2 stripes.
He made at least a stripe.
He made 2 stripes. There's 5 on the table.
This is one of those where it wouldn't matter which ball he goes for.
He's going with stripes because they're all open. He can start with the 10 or the 15.
He can start with the 10 or the 15, you're right.
Or the 12. But why start? He'll go with the 10 because the 10 only goes to one side, and he doesn't want to have to work his way back to that area to get to the 10. So he'll probably go 10. It all depends.
He's staring at the 3-1 combination. Both balls are good. Neither choice is bad here. You sort of have to invent a bad reason to then go to the other.
All right, I'll be the first to admit I'm kind of lazy. There's only 5 balls to run if I'm stripes. There's 7 balls to run if I'm solids.
Yeah, it really is the angle that you come off the first ball. If you can play it a nice angle off the first ball. So, like I said, he was staring at that 3-1 combination as if he doesn't want to shoot that 15 or the 10. The 10 goes up table after he hits it, so that may be. But he's so good that he could go between the 2 and 3 and out, and he'd be done.
Sure.
Shooting the 15 as the off angle that he wouldn't get back the 10 unless we really juiced it up with low left-hand English.
Right. He's got the window to go in and out of between the 2-3, but he doesn't like it.
Doesn't like it. He's playing
the solids.
Playing the 7 ball, and I don't fault him for that. The balls are once he shoots this shot, And then this combination. Now there's only 5 balls left too. So he's getting his steps up, George. He's getting his steps in. We all need to get in about 10,000 steps a day, and.
Well, he looks like he exercises. So
I think so. I think so. Maybe he doesn't need to get his steps
in. That's
right. Or maybe this is how he gets his steps in, by shooting the extra balls.
He's taking 5 extra steps to make 2 extra balls.
Taking a lot of time here. We wanted to make sure that the 3 ball sits there.
I think you and I discussed now. So he's going to have to come back up to that area. He's going to have to play the 4 ball here.
That didn't turn out as nicely as he wanted it to, but he's got a safety valve here. This is the loveliness of 8 ball. There's the backup shot.
Something we discussed earlier, you and I. Bank shots and combos. They may be high percentage. They may lay right, but they don't have to go.
They don't have to go.
They don't have to work out perfect.
Exactly. Yeah. Draw this back up for the 3 ball, I think.
That's exactly what he did. Yeah, see, he had to go back up, so he handled it immediately too, because he had the angle to do it.
And as I normally would say, looks like he's solved this racket, and now it's just a matter of execution. Nothing is touching each other. 8 ball probably go in the side pocket. Well, actually in the corner pocket.
5 balls next. And he'll probably just stop it dead. He's looking to see what he has to do.
Yeah, stop it dead or crawl it forward by a couple inches. That was more like 1 inch.
And again, he'll probably just come off the rail, and he'll probably look to shoot it in the side. Or will he come all the way over and shoot it in the same corner?
No, he's coming the same corner here in 1 pocket.
So he's coming. This is like 1 pocket run out. Huh?
Yeah. Oh, he hit it bad. He hit it bad. He's going to shake his head.
Not liking it. He's going to shake his head a lot. He just put himself in trouble.
I think on the shot before, if he'd crawled forward 1 more inch, then that shot was natural.
Either that or just a touch of English.
I think that was a bad mistake. That was a real bad mistake.
He's banking it. And he's banking it.
He has to.
Yeah. I want to see the cut. Well, he could possibly. No, I don't.
That 8 ball. Oh, it does pass. It passes. It might pass, but you'd let the cue ball all over the place there. So bank one across.
This is a great view. We can see just how he's going to attack this, whether he's going to bank it or he's already called the bank, hasn't he?
Yes, he's already called the bank.
He's banking this ball all the way.
I think
he banks very, very well.
I think he's better than 50% to make this ball.
Well, wow.
Right in the center.
Dead center. Wow.
And when he shot it,
the moment he shot it, didn't it?
Yeah, the moment he shot it, suddenly his percentages went down.
When he hit that ball, the ball looked like it spun the opposite way.
Yeah.
And then when he hit the rail, it just opened up beautifully. I mean, it opened up right to the middle of the pocket.
In the end, he broke and ran that rack, but that took a lot out of him. It should have been easy and just breathing easy, but that took a lot out of him.
Well, that was an exciting shot, the last one.
Exciting for the fans.
It was exciting for him, too.
That's right. 2-0 Thorsten Hohmann, the hitman.
Having to hit that shot, first of all, you're a little concerned about it. I don't want to say worried or nervous, but you're a little concerned about it. And when he first hit it, he probably saw the same thing we saw, the ball spinning the other way.
Yeah. Then it was just leaving it up to whether or not the table would let it go in.
What that English grabs or not. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Justin will now break the balls again. Now I wonder if he makes the 8 ball, whether he'll want to re-rack. It cost him the first game. You got to keep that in mind. What do you say? As he racks the balls here, I'll take a look at, see, I think I gave you Thorsten's little history so far this year. Let's take a look at Justin's. He's 47th on the AZ leaderboard, where Thorsten was 57. And what did I just do here? Players money list?
Justin was having problems with that magic rack, so John Lehman stepped in, grabbed it, took it away. It may have bent over at some point.
To give him a different one. Here we go. He's 48th on the leader list so far this year. He's won the 34th Brickyard Classic. the MCC 2000 Midnight Madness, second in a one pocket Don Coates Memorial one pocket. Then he was 9th in the one pocket division at DCC. He was 9th at the 10-ball challenge at DCC. He was 70th in the 9-ball banks and 77th in the 9-ball banks division. 9-ball and then banks. Excuse me.
Okay.
So
He's actually, this is going to be his third break, but the first one didn't count. He made the 8-ball break and decide for a re-rack.
And he's up there on the Moscone points.
Good break there. Good speed. That's about the speed that's going to get it done in these tables.
And what's he got to shoot at to open things up? He's got the 10-ball in the side. He's got the 6-ball in the corner.
The 7 and 14.
7-ball in the corner. The 2-ball in the corner. The 1-ball if he decides it.
The 7-14 are the tough pair here. If he makes the 7, I suppose, then everything goes as long as the 14 doesn't go and block something.
Yeah.
But he has to get this. The 7 is the problem ball.
Well, I was going to say he can solve it by shooting the 6, the 5, and opening up the 7.
If he
but
gets the
he's
angle
not
here.
guaranteed a shot if he opens up the 7.
Correct.
So,
Not a trick and not a easy first shot here.
he's got a couple of easy shots. He's just got a couple of tough decisions to make.
Yeah.
How am I going to approach those 2 balls? The 9-ball, if he takes stripes, the 9-ball opens up the 15-ball, no problem. And he gets there off of the 11. He can start with a 10, just fall forward a hair. I'd taken stripes from here. I would take the 10 in the side, the 11 in the corner, follow it for the 9.
Well, let's see what he takes first instead of rather than going all the way out here. He hasn't even shot the first shot to say that he's taking the.
He's going with
he's
the
going
6.
he's going for the 6-ball. So
he's going for the 6.
he's going to try to slide it over, I think, because he has to try to break out. Yes, I was playing position. And the way I like to do this, come behind, just like that, come from the rail into it, as opposed to going into the 7 from the top side of it. That we were playing position for the 7 in the corner. It feels like this is the whole shot of this rack.
He can get in trouble here.
Well,
He's
if he
gotta
hits it
break it out
slow
right.
enough, it looks like the 2-ball will be his safety valve.
If he stays underneath it,
Yeah.
10-ball's big.
But the pocket becomes big. And now he's
7
married.
ball's a shot.
You see here that he's married
Yeah.
onto this ball, so he may not see it. He doesn't see it, so he's going to go up table for the 2-ball. The
Right.
4-ball makes that corner big.
And he's over a ball. And I mean right up against it, too. He's kissing it just about because he can't get to the 7, so he must be locked up on the 8. He's pretty close to locked up.
No matter how
can't
many
shoot
times he
that.
looks at this.
It won't go by.
Yeah. The question is the 7 past the 9. If the 7 past the 9, then he shoots the 2. He's going to shoot the 2 no matter what, whether the 7 past the 9. The 4-ball makes that pocket big, so he should be calling the 2 in the corner. And I know that was the obvious shot, but it was going to be the potential of the carom really forces you to. You're supposed to call that ball.
He's unhappy that he hit the 2. I mean the 4.
For sure, because he hit it so hard that it came out and now it doesn't go
And now he's got to come back to it.
on the bank.
Right.
He's going to struggle with this.
Yeah, he's got to. Well, does he come? Does he come for the 4 now, or does he come for the 7 and then up for the 4?
Well, that's not a bad idea, right? If he hasn't even looked at the 7.
Correct.
I don't know if the angle allows him to
Yeah,
think
exactly.
about
I don't know if he's got an angle to come down.
No, he's straight.
He's got enough angle.
to get to the 7.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's really tight. No, he doesn't. He's almost dead straight into the pocket. But is he trying to just make the ball and then cut the 4 or bank the 4 and he gets back for the 7?
It feels like he's playing to bank the 4 and play for the 7. But I like drawing back here. Yeah. Nice shot.
Very nice shot. And he is straight in on the 4. So he's gonna come
He
straight
can
down.
draw straight down.
Okay.
I think he has this
Just
angle.
just past the side pocket. Just draw it past the side pocket. Just don't
Don't overamp it.
don't
but,
overamp
you know,
it because there's a 15 ball that can get in your
Don't
way.
overamp it, but don't underamp it.
That's correct.
Hit it low, but not too low. This should be a pretty shot here, coming right down here.
Stroke it good, but not too good. Because this ball on these 7-foot tables can just come flying back. But these guys control that draw stroke
so well,
rather well. I mean,
right between the 10 and the side. How do you hit it?
He didn't overamp it.
He didn't overamp it.
He didn't underamp it.
Does he have an angle to be able to get back out?
It looks like he does.
Let's see how this looks.
Tough. This is actually tough.
Oh no, he's got an angle. It looks like he's going to go around the 13.
Go around the 13 ball? No, straight up. Straight up, yeah.
Struggled a bit with this rack, but the balls that were the trouble balls ended up being the trouble balls no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Well, he knew it was trouble from the get-go. And he gets the game. Down a mini break.
That was pretty good out.
That was a very nice out. He did great when he shot the 5 ball that he was straight in on, up in the upper, up, and he opened up the 4 real well. Ended up good on it. Actually ended up great on it.
It was the 1 ball, I think.
Was it the 1 ball? The shot before the 4, he just.
He's tree-topped, and then he had to kind of roll the 2 into the corner pocket and just touch the 4.
Tree-topped, I like that.
That's Ken Schumann. Ken Schumann likes to use the word tree-top. Give a shout-out to Kenny. Hope you're doing well, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Never worked with Kenny. I've seen him on many occasions. Never worked with him. I've seen him on live streams, actually.
Kenny and I have done, what seems to be 100 hours of commentary together.
Wow.
Of course, that was only like 3 matches. We've done some marathons together.
Really? Well, we're going to be having some marathons coming up on the challenge matches we're having next week.
Yeah, we had 3-day marathons.
Yep. So, Thorsten, let's see that break again.
Toasty to break. He puts his hand on the bed.
Toasty?
Toasty. He has 2 nicknames.
The Hitman, and and Toasty's the other one?
Yeah. Flat break there.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't have that pop back break.
Ball went up and down and bumped to the side, almost went in the side pocket. And John is
carefully taking out the magic rack.
Surgically removing the magic rack.
If you're wondering what happened to all your vinyl records.
I wonder if John Lehman ever plays that bone in, the doctor one, where you'd put the bones in and it goes
operator?
Operator, whatever. Operation.
Operation. He didn't play operator. He played doctor.
There you go.
Meanwhile,
back at the ranch,
Thorsten is staring down a 3-ball combination here.
3-ball.
4, 6 into the 12. Nothing else is going on. Got a whole bunch of tied-up balls, but if he makes it, he should get rewarded with an more open table, because he'd be keeping with the stripes.
When you watched Thorsten, when he was standing there, you could almost see the wheels in his head turning behind his eyes. Did you see that?
Yeah. You mentioned something to me the other day about Thorsten Hohmann. I think it was you.
I'm not sure.
Just pretend it was you, but I don't believe it was you now that I think about it.
If it was a bad thing, it wasn't me, because I don't know Thorsten.
From afar, Thorsten looks a lot taller than he is, but when you actually go stand up to him, he's not as tall as you might think.
Oh, no, I didn't say that.
You should have just gone with me on that one, but I shouldn't have said anything.
At my height, I rarely say anything about anybody else's height.
Triple combination to start the game of 8-ball is very, just one of those things you see once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And he's made it, and it looks like he's off to the races.
Yeah,
balls are open. If he can make the 11 ball and not touch a ball, everything lays good.
He makes this 11 ball. He might barely nibble
everything
one of those 2 balls
good.
Underneath. I don't think so, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities.
Spin this with left-hand English.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, he made sure he avoided those balls to get on this ball next, because if he nibbles it, he pushes it past, and he doesn't have a shot.
I like drawing this cue ball all the way to the rail and almost freeze it to the rail. Oh, he's going the other way.
Yeah, he's going
around the clock.
And he's going to shoot the 10 next and the 14 down.
And go clockwise, 14 down?
Exactly.
I like that.
Yeah, he's going to, and then the 8 ball on the side.
I like this much better.
Yeah, this is a nice little. These shots are just. They execute these so well. Most amateurs jump that ball off the rail, as he did.
He just did.
He just as he did.
Yes.
Oops,
That's so funny.
Thorsten, I was not calling you an amateur.
Yeah, would have just rolled that ball in,
yeah.
but he's shaking his head, and he should be.
Yeah.
Do you take this 2 rails to the left or inside between
I'm
the
going
7?
with inside. I'm going with inside and going ahead and shooting it up in the same corner as the 10.
As the 2, yes. So it's not quite the round the clock type of anymore.
Because your speed going around. He's going around. It looks like he's going around.
He is. And you'll see that pattern a lot just because it's so natural. But
doesn't want to overamp it. Oh, he's perfect.
Perfectly.
Wow, how well he did that. Nice speed control. Very nice speed control.
8 ball in the side pocket. He still got there.
You know, that just tells me that he's clocked in the speed of this table and the reaction of the rails. You know, remember we had some concern about how the rails were coming off the side pockets, and he's having no problem. He's got it all clocked in. That looked very nice.
3-1.
And
Thorsten Hohmann
enjoying that mini break. Justin Bergman to break the balls here. Now, Justin is from where?
He's in the St. Louis area.
Okay.
I'm saying St. Louis, Missouri area, but he's actually listed in just on the other side into Illinois.
You spoke with him yesterday, didn't you, about where he was from and
Yeah,
things like that?
Yeah.
Good. Thorsten resides. Is he still in Florida? Was he in Florida for a while?
I believe he's still in Florida, yes.
Yeah. Now, see, all these guys go to the east, and, you know, being here in Arizona, over here, right down beneath Vegas and Tucson, I never see these guys, never see any of these players. The best player we have in the state, of course, is Scott Frost. Mitch Ellerman resides in Phoenix again. He left for a while.
Well, you need to get out.
I am. I'm here.
You're here?
I'm here watching these guys.
Yeah, but this isn't the East.
No, it's not.
This is firmly in the West Coast.
It's not. Wow. You know, there's another match going on that's pretty good, too. John Mora and Rodney Morris are playing on table 34. You've got...
Let me tell you, Justin slugged himself on that one. Those balls did not come out.
He did. Look at this rack.
You could hear the sound of the balls just kind of
kind
thudding.
of a thud,
yeah.
Thud, boink.
And now he didn't make a ball. And guess what? Low balls are all open.
And
6 ball is going to be, after his 1 ball, the 6 ball is going to be the tricky ball, but really that's only because we're trying to invent a ball that's tough for these guys.
another exciting match that's going on right now, other than what you're watching here. I mean, I don't know if it's as exciting as this one because we're watching this one. It's Lee Brett and Francisco Bustamante.
What do you think is exciting about that one? Maybe we shouldn't talk about that. Let's talk about the 1 ball.
Well, the 1 ball's going in.
There you
and,
go. It looks like he's playing for the 6 ball, which
the
opens
6
up that whole corner.
Yep.
And really,
the 8 ball's tough, though.
The 8 ball is the tough.
The 8 ball is very tough. He's got to move the 13. So
oh, look at this good shot there. You see the wheels?
Yeah.
Saw them turning.
Yeah, did you?
Yeah, saw them turning.
You just see him turning his head. He's just looking around, and you just see his mind very active. You just watch him.
I think he wanted to tickle that ball because he would have been playing for the 7. He needs to nudge out whatever that ball is.
13 ball.
It's the 13 ball.
Yeah,
it's lost its color.
The ball right above the 8 ball.
Correct.
The stripe above the 8 ball. And he can nudge it right here.
This is a nice straight pull shot here. Almost
and
like a break shot into the head ball. Well, of course, you'd be hitting it slowly.
But did he need to
He's
break
got a straight in shot on the 7 ball. Not simple because he's got to actually go forward.
Mm-hmm.
So the referee is going to crawl up behind and step up there. If he shoots the 7, John Lehman will come up to take a look and make sure that he's not double hitting this ball.
Well, he's going to watch right where he is.
He's got a slight angle, so he can just move over for the 3 ball.
Nice call.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
I thought he was straight in. And he's pretty much taking care of this rack.
That's right. Back and forth to the 5 on the side. There you go. Get on the other side of the line here, so he can come back down table for the 8-ball.
Hit the
in the
side
lower right.
rail or just stun over.
I like always going to the rail now and playing the line. But he stunned it down.
Both of those work.
Well, both of them work. That's exactly right.
There's several drills for amateurs. There's several drills for pros. They just stun the ball over and get where you need to go all day long.
Very nice out.
For a 4-1 lead. 3-game lead.
You know, and what's important about that out, not just getting the point up, but having the easy out, that he doesn't have to make some crazy jacked up bank shot.
Are you referring to the one where he rolled up against the
Right, right. I mean, the easier it starts looking, the more it puts pressure on your opponent to hit back.
Yes. Well, you know, I think at this level, especially with these two players, I don't think you're going to pressure your opponent. You're not going to impress your opponent.
Right, they know what they already
shots.
know.
Yeah, they're not going to. You're not going to intimidate them with an easy-looking run out or a casual-looking run out.
But it works on you, you know.
Sure, of course
you
it
start
has
saying,
to.
God, I hope I have one of those easy outs.
You start thinking, boy, I want to make it look that easy too. I wonder what goes through their mind when they're sitting in the chair just like this. Like Justin's just in there kind of
waiting for a shot.
Thinker pose, like
he does that all the time, doesn't he?
Waiting
for my turn.
Waiting for my turn. So, you know, what goes through your mind? Do you watch it? Do you just look at the cloth of the table? You know, I try to lose myself on the 3.5 by 7 table, and not look at the spectators, not look around.
There's a better pop-up break.
And
I hear balls moving.
8-ball just got in the way of what he may have wanted to take care of. But he's okay because
he can make the 9 if he wanted to.
The 9 or the 14 come back for the 9.
Either way.
Really?
He can play this 9.
Okay.
But the 13, as you can see, it goes if you had ball in hand, but it's pretty tied up.
Well, the 13 he'll probably address after when he lines up on the 11 ball. He'll have 2 ways of doing it.
Yeah, well, he's got to get there quicker rather than later.
But he still has to take care of the stuff up front. He's going to go with this now. Yeah, see, he just there. I got to take care of that.
I got to take care of it. That's right. That's the way to play 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your problem, try to get it out as early as possible. Although we saw some different routes in the last match of waiting for it, waiting to look at it at the very, very, very end of the rack and see what's up.
That last match you saw, was it Sean?
Sean Wilkie.
Sean Wilkie.
And Oscar Dominguez.
You saw him come with some great outs that maneuvered all over the place. With some great shots in each, 2-3 great shots per rack.
Definitely a couple of highlight shots in there.
Exactly. He was getting out from everywhere when he had to towards the end of the rack. At first, he made mistakes.
Sure. And in the end, Oscar had at the very end, Oscar, who had won the lag, broken around the last rack on the hill.
Mm-hmm. He has a tendency of doing that Oscar Dominguez, you know?
Oscar's just a great player.
Mm-hmm. He was real solid in the last rack, too.
So there's the 9.
So you were correct. It was very easy. He had a full shot on the 9.
It feels like he wants to get an angle on the 14, which sits in the center of the table, just so he can go towards the 7 ball.
Well, you know, that
15
is
the 15 in the center of the table.
Yeah,
He's hit the 14 right
you
now.
got it right. That the 15 in the center is dead center of the table, but that 13 laying there is real tough because you know what he's got there? He doesn't have an insurance ball.
Right. If he gets to it, he has to be dead straight on it.
I don't think the 11 goes by the 1 in the side, so he does. But it does go in the corner. But he doesn't have an insurance ball really. He's going into it right now. Yep.
That was
here I come.
Pretty nice shot.
And actually, remember early a couple shots ago, he actually looked at that angle coming straight down.
Right.
From where he's coming.
Put his stick there.
Yep. He aimed right at that to come into right in between those 2 balls, the 7 and the 2.
He doesn't really have insurance here. Maybe the 11 up table.
Exactly.
But he's got to do this, right?
He's got to do it now.
Plow into it. He's not playing position for it, is he? Plowing into it.
Yeah.
2 rails around. He's going to get there.
Well,
lovely shot.
His insurance was
get the cue ball back in the center of the table.
Hit it hard.
And he deserved the roll.
Mm-hmm. Well,
as good as that pattern he played there, he deserved the role.
Not only deserved, he played for it. Yeah, he did. He put himself in a position to do just that.
To do just that.
He says, I'm not going to get stuck behind balls if I hit it at the speed. Speed was everything there. If he tried to finesse it, I don't know that he'd come out good.
Ideally, he's playing for the 13 here, because he can't get back up table if he's the 13's last. Oh my goodness.
That's an unexpected miss.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, up jumped the devil.
That is unbelievable.
And I didn't mean that Justin's the devil, because he just jumped right out of his chair. He did. He just jumped right out of his chair as soon as that ball missed.
Well, listen, we all take things for granted. In the pocket's a 4.5 pro cut, so it's not like they're all that loose. In fact, as we go on, they will get tighter.
That almost looked like Justin chased Thorsten over to his chair.
Right.
Didn't he?
Yeah,
Came around
he
the
came
table.
running out of the table.
Wow.
Thorsten's in shock.
Stunned is a better word. Same thing, I guess. Well, Justin's opportunity to close that, get back that mini break. He's down 2 of them. Thorsten broke this rack, correct?
Yes.
No. Yes,
he did.
Okay. So yeah, this is big. This puts him on 2 in breaking, so he wins that. He's on 3, and
let's get through this rack.
That's right. Let's get through this rack. I always think ahead, since I'm not playing, I can think ahead. When I'm playing, it's just like one ball at a time.
Yeah. He's gonna come in that situation with the dreaded ball in the side pocket as his last ball. So he's just gonna make sure he's got the good angle, because it doesn't take much to be bad.
Yeah, but he's coming from the right side for that good angle.
That's the good. That's the good news.
Yep. He might play it to the corner. Well, no, he's going to go to the side. I was going to say he could go to the corner with it. He can go either place with the shape he's got on the deuce.
A lot of times I like to tell people it's better to keep long in this, because there's a bigger position window for that angle than it is if you come up close. He's fine here.
Little left center. Or he's just going to go a little draw period. Okay. Oh, he went to the other side. Make sure it didn't float away.
Good out.
And, nice out.
I know it was just a wide open out, but.
And he punished Thorsten for his mistake with a
yes,
little thrill at the end.
Yes, he did.
By coming close to the side.
That's at least half a diamond up.
Yeah, but just
it shouldn't have even been close.
That's right. I should have never even been tracking in that direction.
2-4. Thorsten Hohmann leading with Justin Bergman breaking.
Yeah, does that when you shoot a shot like that and the ball starts trending towards that side pocket, does that ever excite you? What did I do?
I'm not sure if excite is the word, right word, but yes.
Worry you?
The blood starts to flow a little quicker.
A little heart's pounding a little faster. Oops, what the? Because how many times do you unexpectedly scratch in the side pocket?
Oh, every time you scratch the side pocket, it's unexpected.
Exactly, because you don't think you're going that way.
That's right. And you can't possibly make a ball coming in from that angle,
Well, you figure, I've scratched countless number of times from the inside the first diamond.
Right.
And you say,
how could it possibly? You couldn't shoot that ball in there.
Exactly. And actually, after the game, sometimes I've tried to shoot it into the side and won't go.
Can't do it.
Nope, can't do it.
Can't do it.
But it rolls in to her unexpectedly all the time. All right. Back to that mini break we just spoke of.
Right.
This is Justin's chance to really make it up and take advantage of it. Turn that mistake that Thorsten made into 2 games. Well, actually, it's turned into 3 games.
9 ball drops.
The game he should have won, he got, so that's 2 games. And then this game for a 3rd game.
Not exactly wide open. You see the 3 balls by the 8 ball. He's got to deal with that.
And the 4 ball's no picnic.
Well, the 4 does go both sides.
Yeah, but he can only use the 5 to get on the 4 or break up those balls. Because those balls have to be moved. And so do you use the 5 for that, or do you use the 5 to get on the 4? Or do you use the 5 to get on the 4 to break up those balls?
Let's see what he does with the first shot.
Now you know if you listen to me, you're going to get very confused at the table. Too many questions. But I have you to answer them, so that's a good thing.
Looks like neither balls are favored.
think he's going to take stripes. He's looking at that now. Has he already looked at the solids?
I think he has already looked at the solids.
Yeah, I think he'll take stripes. There's less to do.
Well, he's
only
I think he's just staring at the 13, saying, "Well, if I get 13, 13 goes up table."
It's the only one.
This is the 8 o'clock match Pacific time, so last match of the night for us. Start again at 10 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow.
And those of you in the hotel, keep in mind that they'll replay a lot of the matches on channel 25 in your room. That's kind of a nice little treat for all the players coming to the Rio.
He really needs to look at this 13 and so he's looked at this 13 may be going up table and figures he's not going to have to play to bump it. He's going to play position for it. But we'll look at it because that's still the problem ball. It's been the problem ball, and we'll see if it's still there in 3 or 4 shots. Seems like in 3 shots it should be out, unless he's playing it last, which seems not typical.
He hit that ball really nice. I mean, just pure.
Did he? I think it looked like it came up short.
He did. He can't play this ball. I don't think
he's going to have to play this 15 ball now, I think, and try to get that same angle. So that 13 is still sitting there.
I think he might get an angle for the 10 ball to go into it.
I think he's going to hit this harder and go across, just all the way across.
Yeah. I thought he might lay it on the rails to go right straight into the 13. Yeah, he needs to get down here, and then from there it's he's in a little bit of a pickle.
The 13 is still the problem ball, isn't it? It hasn't not been the problem ball.
He knew it from the very beginning, and he hasn't been able to solve it.
Well, the good news is 13 goes in both pockets, so he just has to get underneath it to shoot it.
Like that?
Get up there, because he needs to be able to draw
He's there.
back.
He's there. But is he off the rail enough?
John Lehman will get up the table because he needed to be over just a hair to not have that solid in play.
He's perfect. That solid doesn't come into play.
I think it does, because even if he hits this 13, it's going to go into the 7. It still has to draw back for the ball.
He's going to elevate. Yes, there's the elevation. He's coming right back.
But then you see this, the 7 now bumps into the 8 ball, so it's completely in play.
That's an uncontrollable. He's going to try to control it, but he's got to get the cue ball back for the 11.
Right.
And once he gets to the 11, he has to move the cue ball around. If the 7 bumps the 8, it's not going to get in front of it. It's not going to bother either pocket, I don't think.
Justin is going to choose to go back here because he doesn't like the position that he got into.
Wow, this is tough, but he does it, and there he is.
And he'd rather have this shot than the other, because that solid wasn't definitely in play. There was 2 things that were going to go wrong with it. He just didn't like to even see it. Yeah. He's strong enough to just shoot this and play it. Does the 8 ball pass the 7? I believe it does, because he's going across it.
Yes, it goes to
left
either pocket.
After.
It goes to either corner.
So now he takes the tougher shot here and doesn't bump another ball. Not easy.
It looks like it goes to either corner. Nice angle, because we'll know exactly.
That's going to go in.
Wow. Wow, what a nice
good.
shot. That ball
played it with pocket speed. It won't go in next week.
No, if it gets as much play, that ball won't go next week.
I think that was a good decision to play the 11 ball in the corner pocket and draw back again.
Yeah, good call on your part. And
he needed one more roll playing underneath that ball. Just a hair, half a revolution more than that 7 ball that was next to it. Wouldn't have been any issue to think about, but he decided it was just too risky.
Well, Justin's in the chair now, and Thorsten's back up. He can still get that 2-game lead here. He's closed the gap.
Got a long way to go to 9, but in a couple of games, we're going to get into a crucial city.
We'll get to the home stretch. So I'm sure he's hoping for a dry break. And Thorsten's hoping for that break he was practicing. Remember that one?
Yes.
That perfect break that just opened up.
Both
And,
these guys are sporting the Ultimate Team Gear T-shirts,
there
sport
you go.
shirts. They're not really T-shirts,
No, well, they're collared shirts.
collared,
Yeah.
but they're a sport collar.
Are they the wick?
Yes, the wicking
yeah,
material,
the
very
wicking material.
breathable.
Yeah, I like that collar. It doesn't fold over. It's kind of like straight up.
There we go. I wonder if Thorsten has even thought about bridging off the rail like the other players are doing.
Apparently not.
Apparently not.
He likes that firm, and look how his cue stick comes down on the table when he comes through. It just bends it. He wants that follow through. He wants to be low.
Yeah.
So no.
Interesting first shot here. The 8-ball came all the way up table, and it looks like the 1-9 are tied up. But if he shoots the combination, it'll no longer be tied up.
He's taking solids and just shooting the 2-ball first, then the 1-4. Well, no, the 8-ball is tough. If he does that,
the 8-ball is tough. It may have half a pocket into the upper corner there. Does the 1 actually pass the 9?
Yes.
If it passes the 9, they'll definitely take solids.
Yeah.
And the 8-ball goes, back down table if it doesn't pass the 10. But it'll be passing the 10 because for sure, if it doesn't pass the 10,
You know what he'll probably do
he'll bump that 10 out later on.
is when he shoots the 1, he might bump the 8-ball into the open and then shoot the 3 next.
And bump the 10 out there if you needed to. Yeah, I think he's got this. It's he sees the issues and it's execution. 2 in the side, 1 in the corner. He's not going to bump the 8.
No, he's not going to bump the 8. He's
But
going to bump the 10 out of the way.
he'll bump the 10 either now or in a moment.
No, well, he'll bump it off the 3.
See, I like going for it right now. You get 2 shots at it. 2 shots at it.
And you
Just a
called it.
tickle.
Just
Boom.
a tickle.
Done.
That's all it was. 8-ball player. So what's his key shot here? The last one, the 7?
Yeah, this is one of those funny situations where the key shot, the last ball before the 8-ball will be something way down table. It even could be the 5-ball.
He's got to come up to the side. I think it's a 7.
It could definitely be
this
it could either one.
Yeah, either one.
But no matter what, it's going to be a ball that's about as far away as you normally would ever consider.
But it's going to one that provides the angle to get to the rail on the left side, leaving him straight into the upper right-hand corner.
Right.
Somewhere around.
He landed in a position that he's got both ways to do it. I hate that because I don't want a decision. And it's going to be the 5-ball.
Yep. Only because of where he landed right there.
Exactly.
Yeah. He gives himself an angle. I think he goes back and shoots the 5 next.
Yeah.
He might shoot the 5 now. No, he
I
just looked
don't
at the
think
5.
so.
He looked at the 5 and then looked up where he had to end up.
Right.
Yep. Yeah, he's easy to predict when you watch his eyes.
Right.
He tells you everything he's doing.
And this was just a straight follow ball. It dives towards the side pocket, but doesn't get into the side pocket, and that's it, right towards the 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually one of my favorite bar table, small table key shot, finishing shot.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like that.
Isn't that a nice angle?
Perfection. 5-3.
That is a very typical small table run out there.
As a friend of mine would say, the baby tables.
It's the 7-foot tables.
Uh-huh.
You know, these are tough tables, 4.5-inch pro-cut pockets.
Yeah.
Nothing easy about the pockets here, but they
No.
are shorter shots, so it's about navigating. You see how many rails he's hitting to go around the table. Who's the chalk that he's using?
Just keep in mind, Predator Arena is a sponsor. Predator Chalk, Predator Cues.
The Predator Bridge.
In the bridge, yes.
This is obviously a diamond table. Kamui is our tip sponsor. Simonis is the cloth sponsor.
And you can buy them all at Omega Billiard Store.
This store sponsored, of course.
Correct.
This is a CueSports International production. Justin Bergman trailing 3-5. You know, only that first break is what he lost on his break. Everything else has been held.
You know,
He needs
you're
some
right.
help. He needs some help from Toasty.
And it was his decision to re-break.
To re-break a great break that dropped the 8-ball, but didn't give a great shot. But he had a shot. It just wasn't a great shot.
It was 6.5 feet away. So he chose to break the balls again and broke dry. So now that's why he's trailing 5-3.
3-ball, 1-ball, cue ball. Oh boy,
ouch.
that is very unfortunate.
Well,
and it's a wide open here.
Yeah, one thing about this rack is John doesn't have to worry about taking any balls off the magic rack. He can just lift it right up.
Left.
Some of the other matches he's really had to fight that cluster of balls on top of the magic rack. Thorsten addresses the only issue on the table as far as stripes is concerned.
Right, that's a nice way to start. You get ball in hand on the one challenging ball. Both balls are okay to run.
Now I'm sure if he selected solids, he'd probably start with the 5-ball on the bottom. But
to get to the 6, that'd be the 1 and 2
right here, and it opens up pretty nice.
Next toughest ball on the table right now is the 14 ball that's on the rail. He may play this combination, play right to it.
13 leads him right to it.
Either of those balls, any of those balls on the table.
There, right? Any of the 3. The last remaining one's going to lead him right to it. The last ball standing will lead him right to it. Yeah, he might.
He mustn't like the angle to play the combination, so.
No, so you see, if he's led to that 14 ball on the side by the 8, he doesn't have a way to come over real well after with a 9, so he might as well take care of that ball here, and then go. He's going to go with a 9 ball right here because he's going to.
Okay, so that might be his key ball.
Yeah, that's his key ball, because he's concerned about an angle.
Sure.
He's concerned about getting off the rail to shoot the 8 ball straight in, or to shoot the 9 ball next. So he might cut this ball in right here. And just
go back up table.
Back where he is.
And he's changed his mind again. He's changed his mind a couple times in his head.
No, he hasn't. Yes, he has. No, he hasn't. He's going to do this. Yeah. This is actually a good play.
Whoa.
Oh,
whoa.
He's fine. He's fine. He's fine.
Now he's got a worse angle, though. Combination, he called it.
He's fine. He won't touch the 13. He'll pocket the 11, the combo by hitting the 11, and he'll come right back down. He'll shoot the 11 ball next, then the 13, then the 14. No, he drew over for that. Didn't worry about where the 11 ball was going to go. Oh. Where this ends up will determine what shot he shoots next. He's going to shoot this ball.
Yep. Last ball up there was the ball to get him down there.
Perfect. Now just a little bit back or a little bit over, and he's straight in on the 8, and he goes to 6 games.
Nice out.
Very nice out. Nice choice on the 9 ball.
Thorsten is shooting very clean.
Now with the break, he could easily go to 7 games.
All right. Stretch it out.
Oh, yes. The hitman's taking dead aim on Justin Bergman.
And tough scratch on Justin's break because cue ball was good and got kicked down.
So that's 2 breaks that have led to 2 wins by Thorsten.
And that's 2 games.
Yep.
Break of serves.
And the first one was the most unlikely one when he chose to re-break.
Right. Dry break.
Right. And he broke dry. But I guess, you don't consider that. You just figure, I'm breaking the balls good. I can
Break
hit
them
good.
hard, something's going to go in.
Something's going to go in. I'm going to get something. And it can happen. It can happen a lot.
Here we go.
He's amped for this. He's looking at this. He says, I want this.
He does like to hit him hard.
Yes, he does. Now watch how low he stays with the break and the cue. The cue will bend at the end. He'll go into the cloth.
Well, it's because he's keeping his hand down.
Mm-hmm.
Hand down and close. He doesn't put the stick up.
See that? He's got a cluster of balls at the upper end of the table on the right side there. And there's two stripes and 2 solids that are clustered up. And a 1 ball to open them all up.
Nothing good over there.
Yeah. Nothing but trouble. Opening shot, what's he got? A combo on the 9-3.
Mm-hmm.
6 ball, no, the 6 ball won't
No
go past
6.
the 13. No 6. Wow. Combo on the 9-3. Can I break again? Make the 8, you can.
If you play the 9-3, it's possible to play the 4 in the side pocket.
Correct.
And if that happens, the table looks a little more open for solids.
And
the 2 might go past the 14.
And the 6 may go past the 11 too. To that corner. The 2, yeah.
Nothing easier. A lot of tight shots here.
And the 5 ball position on the 5 ball is tight. He's got to come over by the side pocket to shoot it in the corner. So,
I'm sure
he's got work to do. He's got work to do. He does have work to do. And just like you said, here comes the 4 ball on the side.
And then the question is, what does the 6 do?
Rolls forward and shoots it in the upper right-hand corner. He's looking to see if it passes right now.
Right.
If he can accomplish that, well, he's going to have to come back a little bit for the 1. So maybe he's got an angle to open it right here with the cue ball.
Right.
No, didn't have to.
Nope. And he didn't try to. Let's see.
No, so this must be
close hit here.
I think if I'm
got to
if
have
I'm John Lehman,
John
take a look at
Lehman
this.
coming up.
Yeah.
There he is.
I'm going to take a look at this. Yeah, he's going to walk over.
But even if he makes his ball, how does he come out for another ball?
It's called draw. Reverse English. Hit it below center. Stroke it. And then from the 1 ball, he'd like to get a great angle to get on the 5.
Here goes the hit.
This will be fine. He's got plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, just drew it off the ball.
He went over to the corner, so he's fine.
Still a little bit of work to go. The 5 ball goes in the side pocket, but the 7 ball goes in the other corner pocket.
Well, he can just draw this ball straight back.
I think he's gonna have to.
Or is he gonna try to get over there? Yeah, see, the side pocket's a nice place to be, but how do you get there from where he's at? It looks like he might be able to punch over. I'm not sure. It looks like he's straight in on the 1, doesn't it?
It does. So he draws straight back and below the balls.
Yes. And if he draws straight back, he sure doesn't want to catch that 13.
That's right.
Yeah, it could come into play.
It's interesting because he's looking on the other side as if he could get this cue ball to the left side of the 5. I can't imagine.
Stroke.
And why would he want to when he could get to the right side of the 5 and play the 5 on the side? He just pounded. He could get it over there. That's why he looked over there. He had enough angle that he got pounded over there.
He had enough to stun over. He didn't stun over. He forced it over there.
Yeah. So now if he can make this hit the 10 ball without hitting the 8 ball.
He's just going to use a 10 to get on the 7.
Correct.
Still got to get on the 2 ball after the 7, though.
Yeah, he's got to make sure he just doesn't touch the 8 ball. And he accomplished that. Did get hit. I don't think that the 2 ball is tough past the 14 because the pockets are so tight. So he must go up table.
He's going up to where he's at right now.
Don't get tree-topped.
He
is.
He did.
So
He did.
this suddenly becomes much more difficult. You can see
what becomes difficult
Thorsten
is
jumping. He doesn't have that. Playing position is could be much more challenged now.
he's going into the 8.
Well, I guess he'd rather go into the 8 than go past it, because if he goes
Correct.
past it, there's no
There's
place
no
to
pocket. That's right.
no
No
pocket.
pocket on the bottom. He's going into the 8.
Tickle. You got a tickle.
The tickle made the shot.
Made the shot.
Yeah.
There it is. Now
Tickled the ball and got a shot on it.
Slightly
So
back
now
cut,
he's in
but
7.
shouldn't be any problem here.
I don't foresee him missing this ball, so he'll go to 7 with a 4-game lead.
That's a nice rack. Nice out.
It was
Lots of problems there with that rack. It wasn't easy by any means, and
No.
he never seemed out of control.
He navigated it very well. Very well.
Bumped a lot of balls there too, and that's what happens on a smaller table. You're going to see that an awful lot. Well, we normally say you don't want to bump a ball, but sometimes you just have to. 7-3, Thorsten Hohmann, the Hitman.
The Hitman over Justin. What's Justin's nickname? Does he have one?
I'm sure he has one. I'm thinking not everybody needs one, but probably, someone like Jay will tell you that everybody should have one.
on his back shirt.
That's right. It's the iceberg.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody needs a nickname, so.
Kind of reminds me of what's going on in Phoenix right now with Scott Frost. I think he's opening the pool. The Freezer's Ice House.
The Ice House.
Yes.
And what happens if the freezer faces the iceberg? What do you get?
What do you get?
I don't know. Cold.
Great match. A great match.
Very nice break. Deserves a reward after that nice break.
Well, he needs a nice break because he needs to get these games. He can't afford to go down another game.
He needs the easy out.
Yeah. He needs this rack, and he needs a couple of mistakes from Thorsten.
High balls, both low balls and high balls are open. Lows are actually laying, I think, a little bit better, but he's forced to shoot the high balls. Both balls are all right. They both have a slight challenge. 6 ball for the low balls and the 10-11 cluster for the high balls. But really, both should be easy to navigate for someone of his caliber.
It looks like he's taken stripes.
Yeah, the high balls
Yeah,
are going to shoot the 14.
yeah. He doesn't have a shot on anything else.
And that's why I'm saying that,
Yeah,
both balls are good, but he's forced to shoot the highs because he really doesn't have a shot in the low balls.
I'm agreeing with you. All the way.
All the way.
All the way. He'll shoot the 14 ball to start things off.
All right, he's just trying to figure out what he's going to do with that till 10-11. That's the challenge here of this rack is the 10-11. It looked from overhead that you actually play the 10 ball off the 11.
The 12 ball?
The 10 ball. See the 10 ball sitting in the side pocket?
Play it off the 11?
Off the 11, you can play the billiard.
With a carom?
Yeah, just a hair. It's a hair of a carom.
Look, he's going with a 15 first.
Goes straight in there.
And then he's going downhill. Now he's coming back uphill. He's
Oh,
got nothing over there.
Nothing over there, and he's got a back cut there. So I think he was just trying to force himself over there to play maybe the 11-10 combination instead of the.
I wonder if that 12 ball comes off the 11.
Off the 10-11.
Off the 10,
they can do that too.
Play the 10 ball off the, play the 12 off the 10 hard and open him up with the guaranteed shot on the 14.
You'd only have to.
He gets up there from here.
Yeah.
Because he's going to hit close to the side pocket and go up by the 8. And then give himself the angle to do that. It all depends on the 10 ball if it's high enough to guarantee the 12 going in.
Right, and they just have to guard against that bearing the 11. The 11 has to go past the 2 ball after he hits this 12. I think that's right. That's what he looked at. One rail up for the 12 in the side pocket. Ball
Ball
turned.
skidded.
The ball
The ball
skidded.
skidded.
Boy, that was a big skid.
The ball skidded. That's costly. That's going to cost him
Wow.
the match.
And we had a great camera angle on that one, too.
You
Did
just
you
saw
see
that
that ball
turn
turn
up.
over?
Yeah, it turned up. A little bit of...
It didn't even hit the point. The ball skidded so badly.
Well, look at the table. This is the first time I've seen this table in this condition. Who's using the powder?
Somebody. They're both using the powder.
Okay, well...
You can see the powder on a...
now you know why the ball skidded.
Wow, that's a lot of chalk on this table.
You know that chalk that you see on the table? That comes from the stroke.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not powder. That's
chalk.
stroke
it's
shots.
Chalk. It's somebody's chalk. But early on, we talked about if you chose the solids, that the toughest ball on the table is the 6, and it's still there. You can see it by the 10 ball. So he's going to have to get on top of the 6.
Gets there from the 4.
But the 4's got to be his was going to be his key ball. So he's got to do something about that.
Well, he can use the 4 for the key ball. He can get there from the 3. And if he can't, gets there from the 6, he draws the ball back for the 8. As long as his angle is, good. It all looks easy from here. Let's see how Thorsten goes about his work. Yeah. Let's watch this craftsman at work. He's going to have to use the 4 to get over there.
It feels that way because it looks like he's staring down the 3 ball. If he hits a 3 ball, then I'm going to learn something about how to get to an 8 ball with 2 balls that are completely... I mean, he can't get to the 6. Maybe he wanted an angle so that he could draw to get to the 6.
He could do this now. He could play the 4, get on the 6, get on the 3. Well, but no, 3 doesn't go to the right-hand side. So, no, he's got to do this now. Yeah, the angle. He's a perfect angle to come over.
I'm completely missing it here. He's using the toughest ball on the table as the key ball, and it's going the wrong direction. So this is more of a professional out because you wouldn't want an amateur to shoot this pattern.
He's going to go 2 rails. He's going to go with high left English, hit the head rail, and come down towards the 6. I don't think he's going to risk going across and landing on the perfect line. No, he's going to risk going across and landing on the perfect line.
This is really a tricky out. And if he comes up short?
He came up short.
Does he have a cushion? Oh, he does. So he'll draw this between the 10 and 12, I guess.
He's going to have to. Between the rail and the 12, yeah. And avoid the 10. He'd like to go a little harder. I like going up.
If he gets this is definitely more of the, hey, I'm a professional. Because you wouldn't want to shoot this if you weren't a professional.
Yeah. I can move my...
and there you go. So
hello.
All this does, and I'm not saying I'm glad that happened because I'm definitely not glad that happened. But we talked about that 6 ball being the trouble ball all the way.
Yes, it was. It was a key
nothing made it not the trouble ball.
It was tough.
It reared its ugly head.
Now going back to that 4 on the rail, that high English would have solved that too.
Yeah, because he'd have to make sure he got on that line.
He would have been on the
cross
right line, correct?
And he came up short. Even if he was dead straight on it, he would have been able to draw straight back.
It's when you're coming across the table to land it on exactly the angle. I mean, you have a landing area of about 2 inches,
right?
Going 3.5 feet. That's tough.
So he's called the top left corner pocket, kicking at it.
He's
there
kicking.
Goes.
And he's got a clean kick at it. It looks like he's got a natural angle.
I can see it's his chalk. It's around the table. It's his chalk that's making all this.
Oh, okay.
All this.
Well, Justin can thank him for it. But there was no chalk down there when that ball skidded. So anyway, this is a makeable kick shot, but it's still a very tough one. I wouldn't be surprised to see him make it. No. But it'll still be a great shot.
He made. Oh,
it was almost froze. Yeah, it was close to it.
And
so
now
it was tough.
Now
he's on the outside looking in.
All right, he's taking care of any problem balls for Justin as well. But
he has a cushion. But this cushion could be, by the time he comes back to the table, it could be 7-5.
Right. What are you doing, Justin?
Playing the 10.
There's a 13 sitting over there.
It's in front of the pocket.
It doesn't need to be sitting over there.
And the 8 ball's in front of a pocket, too. And the 14 is right next to my 8 ball, so he's going to play the 14 now. He's going to leave the 13.
And he's going to leave that 9 ball in the center of the table. I just don't understand the pattern. But you know what? He's the one shooting. He's a professional. So
He's not concerned.
Oh,
He
balls
says,
are
"I've
there.
got
Just
2
throw
balls
these
in."
balls in.
That was nothing to be concerned. If you're concerned about that, even I wouldn't have been concerned about that.
That is just the right way, whether it's the easy pattern or not. He just shot balls that.
Oh,
look
no,
at
I
it from
thought it was Justin's break. Wow.
Yeah,
So no, at least he comes back. So, okay, that mistake wasn't as bad then. Because he's back. He's back. At
He
the
would have
table.
been 8-3 breaking.
Oh, I understand, but even so, he's 7-4 breaking.
Yeah.
So, in other words, the score's not at 5 when he comes back to the table. The score's at 4.
No, there is still a little bit of pressure here on his break because
there's definite
he's
pressure.
got to make a ball and shake off that last and get a nice break and try to get a run out.
There's pressure in the U.S. Open 8-ball championships. Although he's much more acclimated to it than most of us in the building. He's been here before. He'll be here again.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Yeah, he's got to wipe that cue ball off.
Yeah. Oh, that is. Wow. Is that? I'm not sure what kind of chalk that is, but that's awful light.
Yeah. Oh. There you go.
There's your mistake.
That got kicked straight in, but
Now
look at high
it
balls.
could be it could be 7-6 by the time he comes back.
Absolutely. How many balls did he drop here? Looks like he dropped 3 high balls.
Well, there's 4, 8, 12 balls on the table. He made 3 balls.
All high.
4, 5, 7. That's correct. No, there's 4.
One,
Yes,
2, 3,
yes.
4 low, yeah.
Yep, you called it. There's 4, 3.
Interestingly enough, as wide open as the stripes are, the first shot is a little bit tricky because the first shot probably is going to be the 14 ball, which is hanging out by itself, unless he wants to have the 14 as the last ball.
I think he'll play either the 11 or the 12 first. Or maybe even the 10. No, the 10 might be his key shot.
I would think that the 10 is the key shot.
Mm-hmm. Well, we can guess and speculate all we want, but it's going to be one of those 2 balls, I think.
It's just the 14 is just kind of hanging out by itself over there. And there's balls to the right that don't allow him to navigate. Feels like a nice shot would be to
Shoot the
draw
12,
this.
12 in the side, the 14, the 11 in the side, the 10 and the 8.
The 11 goes in the side. Okay, I like that.
Yeah, it goes on the side on the right.
I definitely like that.
On the right side.
Once the 12 is clear, the 11 goes to the side.
Mm-hmm. Now he's going to shoot the 11 in the corner.
And the 11
Either
does
way it goes.
Either
Yeah.
way it goes.
Yeah. See, and he just gets to there.
He's shooting the 11 first. Let's see if the
He already saw where he had to be for the 14.
get straight and don't get reachy.
Oh, he's going to shoot this one first.
The 14.
No, see, he wants to. That's where he wants to be for
the
the
14
10.
was the toughest ball on the table, and he's left it there. And this would be a professional out. See, he's made this a little bit tricky by leaving that 14 last. And he's left it on the rail, but he should make this.
Mm-hmm. He's left the cue ball on the rail. He's standing around if I can't see. Yes, there it is. Wow. This isn't easy. It looks easy, but
He'll make it.
He'll make it.
But he made it tough by leaving. The 14 was the toughest ball on the table, but I think I liked your pattern, George. If he'd play the 14 first and play the 11 in the side or the corner,
he'd get a better angle on the 10 to come up closer to the 8.
But he got out.
Yeah.
As a professional.
You know, there's 9 ways to skin a cat. Or does a cat have 9 lives? Something like that. But there's quite a few ways to skin a cat. And he just skinned it his way. He just pulled old Frank Sinatra's song up there and did it his way. Whenever we give suggestions as to how to run the last 3 balls left on the table, doesn't mean we're right. Believe me, there's no right or wrong. It's just a preference. And we're sitting here thinking about it. They're out there doing it. So it makes a very, very big difference.
Sure.
Very big difference. Well, just in the break. And Thorsten wouldn't be surprised to come back to the table at 7-6. What a big, big...
yeah, if he can get an easy out here, that's going to put a whole lot of pressure.
The one didn't go, but he did make a ball, so matters not.
Matters not.
Gosh. Wow, everything is on one side for the solids. You know something? He might play the 2 ball into the 1, play the...
Get
and
on
then the 2, then the 4, then get on the combination and just run straight out.
Yeah, I like that. I mean, you have a couple of problems with the solids, but they're easy combinations.
Yeah, because he plays a 2 ball into the 1, and the 2 ball goes in.
I like what he's looking at here because the stripes seem more open, as if you could get that one of those 2 balls in the side pocket, the 10 ball. So both balls are good, but they both have their small issues that you got to deal with.
I don't see the issue with he's going stripes all the way. He doesn't like the combination.
Yeah, he must like the 10 on the side.
And not have to bump any balls or open it up at all.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to draw this back like 2 or 3 inches, I guess. Oh, no, he is going to go forward. Well, how does he get there now? Well, this is going to be interesting. He's going to leave
does
this.
The 9 ball go? No, I don't think the 9 ball goes to the
It's
corner.
the 10 ball goes on the side, I think.
Okay.
That's what he was aiming up. Looks like now he's going to go forward and then play the 13, go 2 rails around or 1 rail up to get to it. It's just it's so late in this to use those, and I'm always a proponent of getting
I'm with
to
you.
those.
I'm with you.
Exactly.
Those going at that 10-9
early
be a problem.
If he did it early, he'd have a couple shots at it. Now he has 1 shot at getting good on this. Slow left-hand English, slow high left-hand English. 10 ball goes aside. It's a great angle right there that the cameraman is giving us. Perfect. Perfecto.
Perfecto mundo.
Yeah.
Fall forward for the 9 like he just aimed. Can he?
And this is, you know, if he gets out easily, that puts the pressure on and gives you confidence yourself. Puts the pressure on Toasty.
Well, the pressure is that he had a 3-game lead, and now he's only going to have 1 when he comes to the table.
Too many choices here because they really landed as well as you could. You could float forward or you can draw back. You're drawing back. Now you play the other ball, 11 ball.
He'll come up to the middle for the 9 in the corner.
Nice out. Nice out. We're in that range here, George. It's a 6 to 7. Every game is so crucial because we're going to 9. Now, how big is that game that Thorsten didn't get out? Where
That's
he would have been?
Yeah. That 8 ball where that 6 ball came in so big.
So crucial. It was there all through that game. Well, you touched on this. Obviously, we're not critiquing, or we are critiquing. We are critiquing the patterns and choices here.
But we have hindsight to critique with.
And we have a lot more views here. We have cameramen and all that. And maybe we take this. Somebody can learn from this, including me.
He's got the best view.
Yeah.
For instance, when he went from the 4 to the 6 on that rack that he failed to convert, I thought he should go high with a lot of English and use the head rail and come towards the 6, where he pretty much guaranteed to be on the angle to draw the ball back. He chose to go across the line with only about a 2 to 3 inch landing pattern, and that made it difficult.
And maybe if he takes a look at the tapes afterwards and hears that, maybe rethink and say, hey, why didn't I look at that?
Hey, you want to play some? Shut up. Don't tell me what I'm doing.
Well, I don't think it's about that. At least I'd hope not.
And the answer is no, Hohmann. Mr. Hohmann. Actually, he'd be fun to play. I wouldn't mind playing him, but not for money.
There we go. So
or playing real cheap.
Thorsten has to keep it together here. Forget about the last snafus and go forward.
Bang.
Because he's scratching the break last time.
Almost did it again that time.
Cue ball's getting bounced around. I didn't hear a ball drop.
Nope, it's dry. It's dry. We have a match, folks. We have a very, very, very tight match. We could be tied at 7 with Justin Bergman breaking the balls.
This is what it looks like.
This is on the winner's side. One of these gentlemen is going to go to the one-loss side. At this point, it can be either one.
I'm going to tell you, this rack is very runnable.
Well, he just proved that any rack is very runnable.
Any rack is very runnable for these guys.
Yep.
Period, right?
So,
nothing's touching each other.
Yeah.
And every ball, every
He's
ball has a
figuring
hole.
it out.
Every ball has a hole.
He's figuring it out here.
10 ball?
More than likely, he'll start with the 10. He could start with the 11 too.
10 and then the 11.
Well,
I
10's
think.
too straight in. Yeah.
Yep. Just making sure that both those balls, the striped balls, go, which they do.
So do you think he'll go 10, 11, come down for the 14, 12, and then go back uphill?
Well, he's going to go to something.
Solids.
He's going
after completely different.
After all that looking at the stripes, he's shooting solids.
All those calculations, he's
he
going to
even looked at the 12 and 12 and 14 pair.
Well, then he should be pretty much decided as to how
Both
to run
were
this
good.
rack. Yeah.
Both were good. I love it. I love that he looked at those stripes all over the place and didn't even look like he looked at the solids.
Well, he's
and went right with it.
taking his 4 ball now. He's going to come back for the probably the 5 and then the 2 balls on the right side. They get to the bottom and then the 8.
What's going on here? He's having a problem with his bridge.
5 ball.
The 5 balls in his way.
Yeah, it's hindering his bridge a little bit. Yeah.
The 2 ball goes, right?
Yes. He's looked at that 15 different times.
I think you're right. I think you're exactly right.
He's looked at that 15 different times. Not a problem. Five ball. Now, when does he shoot the 7? Last?
Last?
Completely last?
I think so.
After he shoots the 6 and gets shape on the 7? Because you'll probably do the 2-3 here.
Yeah, if he's straight enough, he just draws, punch draws back, right?
Mm-hmm.
He
doesn't like his angle.
Like it.
He doesn't like his angle.
What is his angle?
Straight. Which means if he draws it, he could get behind the 8. But he's not going to go that far.
I don't think so.
Yeah,
right?
I don't see him going that far. He just brings it back a little, shoots the 3, shoots the 6, gets up on the 7, and
if
then
he
the
didn't
8.
want this angle, what did he want? Just a little higher.
Thorsten saying that's good.
Yeah, of course. Now he's on top of the 3, so he can just try his best to stop it here.
You know, that's one thing I appreciate about these pros. They let the player run out, and for the crowd, they go ahead and don't concede any balls. I haven't seen an 8 ball conceded yet, have you?
No, only the last ball.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that I've even seen the 8 ball being conceded the last, but yes, we saw a concession on the last game, and I don't mind that at all.
Oh, correct.
You know, I don't know if they're allowed to concede. Very nice shot. Very nice out here.
Out we go.
He can either just
Ladies and
hit
gentlemen,
it, or he can go bounce off. 8 ball in the same pocket.
we're at the Predator Arena,
ball in the same
and
pocket.
Justin Bergman and Thorsten Hohmann are tied at 7 in a race to 9.
And Justin Bergman just brought this back to on serve.
Well, nice comeback. Nice comeback.
And
a couple
really,
of errors by
what's
Thorsten.
happened is an error by Thorsten, and then a scratch on the break, and then a dry break.
A couple of errors. The dry break was unexpected. Well, you know, that's come up. That's hurt. That has turned quite a few matches. That turned Oscar's match, where he was where he was a big comeback from, I think at 7-6, there was a dry break.
Yeah.
Was it Oscar's match?
In the 8 ball?
Or was it, well, there was a match where it was 7. We've seen so many.
We've seen a few
there
that
was,
the
there was
dry
a match
break.
when it was 7-6, and then that dry break completely turned it around. It may have been Rodney's match.
In the 10 ball and the 8 ball, we've had dry breaks on the end. Breaking and getting a shot to begin with is the key. And as we've seen, you know, there's not an automatic ball to go in on the break.
Justin's excited now. He's a little motivated.
He's running around the
He's
table ready to break.
He's fired up.
If he gets a break and run here, I mean, talk about, not only will he get on the hill, but that'll put extreme amount of pressure on Thorsten's break.
Sure, and the momentum is all on Justin's side. Will we see a break from Thorsten, you think?
If Justin break and runs this, we would, but first of all, Thorsten's coming up. Advantage Thorsten Hohmann, he gets to shoot, possibly get out.
Oh, and he gets on the hill.
And then he would be breaking on the hill. Open table.
This is a big break for Thorsten, getting, Justin having a dry break.
This first shot is crucial. He's looking at playing the combination instead of that 14 goes, so he doesn't have to play the combination, because if he goes around and plays the 9 first, then that 14 goes in 2 pockets. Instead, he's no good, and then he's walking around the table.
You know, I wonder how big dry breaks have played in a lot of matches, because that's really some of the only errors some of these players have made.
I think that's the biggest.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm just kind of hand-waving on that, but it's probably the biggest. There are, we compare this to the big table 8-ball events that have happened. Well, we can certainly look at the 10-ball, but the break and runs are higher frequency on these, obviously.
Well, one of the things about having the 7-foot diamond tables for the U.S. Opens, especially in the national championships, is it mixes the amateurs with the pros. And the amateurs can come watch, and they're watching the pros do the same thing they're doing
on the same table,
on the
same equipment.
Table, same. So it just really educationally it helps them, and they can see themselves doing the same things or trying the same things.
Right.
It might solve things for them. It's just good for the game.
I guess on the 14, this rack is solved, and really he'd already solved the problem. This rack by shooting the first ball. This is one of the easier racks that we've seen so far, George. Really, no issues.
And he needs it. This is kind of like the rack that he broke in practice. Remember,
That's right.
He broke wide open.
Right.
You went, wow, a break like that, and he'll really dominate.
And in this case, Justin broke it and didn't make them all.
And that was actually just as Justin's break. Thorsten is working off Justin's break, but it looks a lot like the one Thorsten broke in practice, and he's going to make quick work of it,
barring the craziness,
barring some crazy.
Yeah, this is good.
And he's out. He's going to stop this ball, play the 12, and get on the 8, and say, "I'm on the hill and breaking."
Way forward, go. Yeah, there you go. Just hit that as straight as he could, I guess, because he didn't want to go too.
He'll just go to the rail and come off.
Come back out.
He could just. Yeah, he's coming back
out.
But
Back out.
Barring.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Wow.
How in the world does he miss that shot?
Well.
How in the world does he miss that shot?
I am going to zip my mouth. Wow.
That's unbelievable in every way possible.
Wow. Well,
Thorsten
what do you
looks
say to a miss like that? Completely dejected. I mean,
I couldn't tell if it skidded, but he had to use a little bit of inside, but there was nothing tough about that shot. I'm amazed. I'm absolutely amazed. Well, Justin gets a reprieve, a lifeline. His first shot actually is not so easy. I don't think he has the one ball, does he?
if he doesn't, he can just play a safety behind this 8-ball or the 2-ball, whatever he wants. But he's running out. He's calling the deuce.
What do you think about the safety? Would you ever think about playing a safety here? There's no easy shot.
Yes. Look
yeah.
at what Thorsten just missed.
I know. It seems like you just play the safety.
He misses this ball. It cost him.
Exactly.
He'll give up the advantage, but
he's playing. He's shooting.
Ball. But look at this.
He's going to lay on top of the 4-ball, isn't he?
Look at this. Yeah, but guess what?
He's going to take another tough shot.
He's going to take. That was two-way. See, he's saying, I'm going two-way. I'm going to draw the ball back so I can shoot the 3-ball in the side pocket. If I happen to miss the 4, 3-ball in the side pocket, he's going to leave the 5-ball there so he can, in case he misses, doesn't get shape.
He's shooting the 3-ball. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying he's going to shoot the 4-ball into the side pocket and draw the ball back to get the 3-ball next.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
And he's looking at the 5 to make sure he does not give up a shot on the 12.
Right.
Yeah. In other words, he's going to shoot every shot until he gets perfect two-way.
Every shot so that he can't see the 12 no matter what.
He's going to play a two-way shot in every one until he gets
exactly
perfect.
What he's looking at. How straight was he on the 4 into the side pocket?
He looks pretty straight.
Oh, it's going so the cue ball's tracking to the right.
Correct.
So
he's going to bring it back.
Draw it a little bit.
Yep,
That's where he's putting to see that. Make sure that he can actually shoot it from there. Shoot the 5-ball from there. And this will be the last. After the 4-ball, the 5-ball will be the last ball that he's even considering that because he's got to take it out now.
He either shoots, and brings the cue ball back, or he just goes ahead and follows his 4-ball and runs out.
Yeah.
It's one or the other.
Well, this isn't such an easy shot here into the side pocket, so I think he just played safe all the way. He played safe all the way. I think that's lovely.
I would have called the 4 and, like I said, gone back and shot the 3-ball next. But of course, if you don't get the 3-ball, now you're trapped.
I think he was looking at that, and the cue ball's tracking just a hair to the right that didn't allow him to just have the free shot at it. But I think your analysis was spot on, George.
If that's the case, then of course you just play
safe
the safety
all the way.
Safe all the way. Well, the only thing I have to say about this is by not running out, he's allowed Thorsten
back of the
table. God shot.
Right, right.
And he can come with the God shot.
Where is it? 2 rails to the side pocket. 1 rail between the 6-7 to the side pocket.
Wow.
One rail to the corner pocket.
But
there are all kinds of magic shots out there. 1 rail to the well, and it's a shot. The
shot's there.
If you give 10 shots at it, you're gonna make this 1 or 2 times.
You know what's sad? Is if he makes that ball, that cue ball tracks to the bottom. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look like it does?
It might.
It tracks down by the 4.
8-ball might save him.
Maybe. No, he's got to cut it way out here. So but he's got to get there first.
Yeah.
He's got to get there first.
If he makes the 12, the 4-ball makes that pocket huge, and he sees it. He sees it.
There's so many things we could think up and say this could happen, that could happen, this could happen.
I can't believe that Thorsten did not get out in his last inning.
Guess what? Neither can he. Neither can he.
Well, the shot before the ball in the side pocket, he was a little off angle. He decided to hit the cue ball straight, and you notice the ball went into the very right side as we viewed it.
One of the
he could have gone forward 2 rails and got the best angle, but he would never believe that he was going to miss that shot.
One of the things about missing a shot like that is I don't care who you
side.
are.
What a shot! And here's
what
the
did
big
I tell you
ball.
about the track? Remember about tracking down there by that 4?
Well, that was a great attempt. Doesn't give a ball in hand. If the 4-ball goes in the corner pocket straight in,
it goes.
Which it certainly goes. Looks like it goes.
It goes all
Justin
day long.
Make this and just go ahead and run out.
No more safeties.
No more safety. So he's going to end up running around the table, and it looks like no matter what, one of these balls in the side pocket is going to be the last ball. But the table should be open. That won't matter.
Well, he still has to get up there. There's 3 balls.
Did he just get straight? No, he
And
didn't get straight.
It's not straight, but he's got a little angle, but
Five
he's
ball
got a
next.
little work to do.
Yeah, 5 ball. I think 5 ball next, but you know, if he's clear on the 1, he may play the 1. But I
He's
think
not
the 5
clear
ball.
on the 1. He's going to have to shoot the 5.
Yeah.
I actually don't like this.
But he's forced to shoot it.
Mm-hmm. I guess if that's an issue, you're in the wrong game.
That's right. That's right. He was playing for the 5 in the corner anyway. I mean,
yeah.
That's no question about it.
I guess if that's an issue, you're in the wrong game. But, I mean, Thorsten, I don't care who you are, missing that ball to Thorsten, missing the side pocket, he's going to dream about that.
Yeah, that's going to eat him up.
That's going to eat him
well,
up.
maybe it won't.
It will eat me up. I would dream about that ball for the next 6 months. I wake up in the middle of the night having kicking myself in the rear.
Well, in 1993, I missed an 8 ball in the corner pocket, leading on the hill. That I eventually lost that match, and the guy ended up winning the tournament. And I don't think about it today too many times.
I can still remember some shots that have cost me matches. I'll tell you that right now.
You know the greatest thing about dogging a shot today? You
What's
get to
that?
temporarily forget about the ones you dogged yesterday.
That's true, because you're focused on the one today.
That's right. It's always positive, right? Justin Bergman steals the game, and this is awfully late in the match to be stealing games. Thorsten at least gets the break here.
Does Thorsten's neck look a little redder than it did a little while ago?
He's gotten very red here.
Hasn't he?
He's gotten very red.
I wasn't sure if that was me or you know, he's furious at himself.
And, you know, he's now in the position where he has to win this game and then sit down and watch the other guy break back as long as he gets through this game.
That's correct.
That's a lot of pressure. Justin has done everything that he has to do to get to this position.
That's a lot of prayer when you're sitting down, praying for that dry break, and so you can get up. That's what it is.
Yeah. I mean, Thorsten's had a couple things. You know, he had the dry break, a scratch in the break, and then a failed break and run on his last ball before the 8, and the ball was tough into the side pocket.
He missed a hanger.
But he missed what was a hanger for.
You know, we can call it a hanger, but I believe you did say he had to use a little inside spin.
Just a hair of inside spin.
Just a hair of inside spin. And, you know, so there was just a little bit of work to do, and maybe he approached it as a hanger.
Right.
And didn't do the work. Yep. Well, apparently he didn't because the ball missed.
Missed, and I'm sure he was as stunned as anybody else.
Oh. Yeah.
Actually, he was stunned more than anybody else.
No, I think pretty much we had written it off. I'd already said he's going to be on the hill.
Yeah. Here we go. See if he can keep it together.
Let's watch this break.
Cue ball has got kicked into the center of the table. And he's hoping that everything is wide open. Please be wide open, he says. And it is.
Well, there's that break we spoke of.
And he's been breaking the balls really firm. He's been hitting him as hard as Sean Wilkie was, but Sean's breaks were mostly just kind of going all together and getting clustered.
Well,
this one, there's no cluster.
This is his for the taking.
Absolutely.
This is his for the taking.
13 goes. Yeah, there isn't a problem on this table, is there?
And I'm sorry, if he doesn't get out here, he doesn't deserve to win.
Well, you know, this is the pool's mental game. The mental game defines how well, whatever physical game you have, the mental game is going to define how much percentage of that physical game you've got is going on right now. And I can just imagine that the mental game isn't going so strong here.
Oh, the mental game's strong here.
It's strong against.
No, I said it's strong here. It's just it just had a little lapse for a second on the last game. Why wouldn't he have gone for the 13 prior to that? Well,
it looks like he wants this ball in the side pocket to pay it back.
You want to know something? This rack reminds me of the one where that 6-ball was key. With a 13 over there.
And you see this one, he went 2 rails forward like I thought he was going to the last one. So that tells me he's not going to cut that ball, and he wanted to get it straight in, right? Well, he had to still put a little bit inside in there. We'll hold it.
Yeah, he's going to run into the
Run into the 6-ball now. No, he doesn't have to. Better angle there. And that was a fast run out. He shook his head a little bit there like, same freaking shot.
We're at hill. But Justin Bergman's breaking the balls, and Thorsten is probably hoping for a dry break. He just wants to come back to the table.
Right here, it's all about hope. That's it. That's all he can do is just hope.
No, he's in the chair. He's helpless.
That's it. Very, very helpless.
It's a helpless feeling, too. Telling you, it's just especially when you should have been on the hill, and that rack would have been
been it.
And
that was probably the handshake. The
head shake.
He put the hand up to the skies, and so, that would have been it.
That was probably the head shake you noted.
We've all done it.
We've got a nice little gallery here of people. It's nice to see especially for the U.S. Open here. U.S. Open 8-ball championships.
It's a CueSports International production, and the CueSports International national tournaments for BCAPL and USAPL is right here. They're right here. And one of the reasons why you get more people sometimes is because finally their matches are over. They are playing. A lot of these fans are actually playing out here. So
they're here playing with their teams. The teams won't start. Some of the teams arrive.
Some teams, some
big
singles,
teams
some
arrive
doubles.
Wednesday. Start on Wednesday. But
here goes Justin's break here. He just wants to make a ball and get a shot. That's all he wants to do. Nothing is going to go in. The cue ball goes in, and guess the news. Thorsten Hohmann gets a chance at getting it back and not having to dream about that missed ball in the side pocket.
The big news is Thorsten Hohmann's prayers were answered.
And Justin has done everything he can to get back in this position. I don't think Justin really's done anything wrong.
He's done what he's had to do to get here.
He got the early break against and clambered back. He's been playing fantastic.
Well, he had 2 really very, very pinpoint runouts. I mean, he just navigated through traffic and just, did what he had to do to get it done. Got it done. Was given the opportunities to get it done again. Got it done. And that break let him down.
Once again, I really don't see any issues here, and no reason to invent one either.
Well, the only issues here is whether Thorsten will get out or not.
Execution here. It's all about execution. The 9-ball is, I suppose, the toughest ball on the table if we need one to be called.
And he's taking his time, wisely taking his time. He doesn't want to make any mental errors. He wants to make all the right calculations in his head. And now it's a matter of execution. And here starts the execution.
Right.
In other words, you might say, here come the judge.
Here comes the execution.
That's right. The executioner. Here come the hitman.
Here come the hitman. 11 ball looks like the next ball the way he played this ball. 2 rails to the center of the table.
You can feel the tension in the room. Just look around the gallery. You can see the tension, and everybody is just, Justin Bergman fans are, oh man, and of course Thorsten's fans. Now we need some cheerleaders.
I'm not sure what he's thinking for the last ball, the key ball. I would think that the
12 or the 9.
Yeah, I think so. But the issue, if there is one, is that 14, the 15 is just kind of hanging out there. It can be made, but I'd hate to have that as the last ball.
If this is the case, you know what's going to be his key ball is the 14.
14. I think so.
I don't know if I care for a side pocket key shot.
No, if it goes in the side, it's okay coming from the top. It just happens to be in this case.
He's perfect. You know why?
You could always play it down to
There's a window between the 4-7, and it leads right to that shot. He's going to shoot this ball straight in, stop it right there, and he's got the perfect window for the 14 and the
Yes,
slide.
that's exactly what he sees.
Yep.
If he can stop this ball. If he can't stop this ball, he's got to go forward.
If he can't stop this ball, he needs to find a new profession.
He's drew it out a bit, but he's good. He's good. He's going to fool around with his inside English again. He had to.
Well,
he had to.
Sure.
But it goes back to what you said, not like the side pocket, but he went a different route that attacked it that made it like he could have been very bad there. He's jacked up over.
He's as bad as he could be right here.
Exactly, yeah. For the win. Oh, leaked it into the right side of the pocket. Very, very good match. Great match. Thorsten Hohmann redeems himself there.
He redeems himself, and he won't be dreaming about that ball.
And he moves on.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, be back tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. We'll be back.
Thorsten Hohmann over Justin Bergman. Thank you, everybody.